Iqra Kids TV. Iqra Kids TV.
Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome once again to Let's See the World. I've got a question for you. When you think of America, what comes to mind? Mickey Mouse? Burgers and fries? Or something else? Well, today we're going to talk about a very, very iconic symbol of America. It's known as the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty. Look at that majestic statue, mashallah. It's green, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But where is the Statue of Liberty? We know it's in America, but where exactly? Well, the Statue of Liberty is in Liberty Island in New York Harbor, surrounded by a lot of water. So in order to get there, you have to use a boat. The Statue of Liberty was given as a present from France to America in 1886. Now you may be wondering, what is the size and the width of the Statue of Liberty? Well, check this out. The height of the statue from the base to the tip of the torch is 151 feet. So if you include the pedestal and the foundation, she's actually 305 feet tall. That's awesome. Some other interesting measurements for the statue include her head. Her head. Now, if you've ever been to the Statue of Liberty, you know you can go inside the head. It's like an observation deck, and you can see for miles and miles. Ooh. So talking about the head is 17 feet and 3 inches tall. That's huge. Her nose is about 4 feet long. Just imagine having a nose that long. That's incredible. Check out the rest. Her right arm is 42 feet long. Just imagine having arms 42 feet long. Bizarre. Also, and her index finger is 8 feet long. Now, the construction of the Statue of Liberty is quite unique. Check this out, guys. The project to build the Statue of Liberty was announced to France in 1875. The arm and the torch were constructed first and were displayed at the Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia in 1876. The head was completed next and shown at the 1878 Paris World Fair. So a lot of people saw this before it even went to America. Interesting, huh? The rest of the statue was built in different sections over 7 years. Wow, a long time to put together a statue, isn't it? In 1885, parts of the statue were shipped to America. The assembly of the statue started in April in 1886. First, the iron frame was built, and then the copper pieces were put over the top. The statue was finally completed and dedicated on October the 28th, 1886. But who actually designed and put it together? Interesting questions. Let's check it out. The internal construction was built by civil engineer Gustav Eiffel. That's a familiar name. Of course, he was the person that designed and built the Eiffel Tower. This thing in France. Have you been there? I haven't, never mind. Now, the construction of any amazing piece of art takes time, and of course, it needs somebody to design it. Did you know the person who designed the Statue of Liberty is the same person who designed, the Eiffel Tower in Paris? Ever been there? The man that designed the Statue of Liberty and the Eiffel Tower is this dude here, Gustav Eiffel. Through his genius, he decided to come up with an iron grid structure on the inside of the statue that would support the weight of the outer copper layers, or the skin, if you like. Now, the Statue of Liberty looks green to us, but it wasn't always green. Check this out. The exterior of the statue is made of copper, which has turned green due to oxidization. Sounds quite technical, doesn't it? There are 354 steps to go all the way up to the crown. Such an iconic statue, it's hardly any wonder that people who first came to America would see that as the first greeting sign from America. That's why they call it the Statue of Liberty, because it's supposed to herald that once you've come from your previous countries, you've come to America now you can practice your own lifestyle in freedom. The statue itself, of course, weighs a lot. It weighs 225 tons. If you look at the spikes on Lady Liberty's crown, you'll see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 crowns representing the 7 different continents of the world. But the Statue of Liberty, even though it's there now, you know, at one point it was almost destroyed. Yeah, it almost got totally destroyed. I'll tell you about that next.
Iqra Kids TV. Iqra Kids TV.
Did you know that the Statue of Liberty was almost destroyed? That's right, guys. And guess by who? Russian spies, no less. Now, they didn't mean to try and destroy it, but what was happening at the time was this, right? Just before the First World War, in the area where the Statue of Liberty was a lot of munitions, like guns and stuff like that as well. And those guns were sold to different countries. Now, some of those countries, like Russia, right, they weren't pleased that they were selling guns to somebody else. So they decided, you know what? We're going to destroy those ammunitions. So they set up an explosion that almost destroyed the Statue of Liberty. An explosion like this. Ah! The explosion was so great that even miles and miles away, people's houses' windows were shattered, and sadly, even a baby fell out of his cot. Right, I'm gonna go through a quick list of interesting facts about the Statue of Liberty that you didn't know about. Are you ready? Let's go! The real name of the Statue of Liberty is Liberty Enlightening the World. However, she is more commonly known as Lady Liberty. Number 2, the Statue of Liberty may appear from afar as if she is standing still, but her right foot is actually in mid-stride. Look at this. You see, her foot is slightly off the ground. Oh, you didn't notice that before, did you? Check this out, guys. Which means that she is moving forward. This is meant to represent her leading the way towards freedom. Fact number 3, the Statue of Liberty was presented to America to commemorate the centenary of independence of that country and to celebrate the country's friendship with France as they were allies in the Revolutionary War. Fact number 4, the face of the Statue of Liberty has been modeled after the person that built it, his mother. Can you believe that? Some people say that it's not true and that the face, look at that face. They say that face was actually modeled after his brother. I wonder which of those rumors is true. Fact number 5 is that if you look at it carefully, you'll see the Statue of Liberty has a book in its arm. On the tablet or the book is the date July the 4th, 1776 is engraved there. This is the day of American independence. Of course, duh. Fact number 6, on windy days, the Statue of Liberty can sway from side to side. It was built that way so that it wouldn't fall over. Interesting fact number 8 about the Statue of Liberty is this. Yeah, lightning does strike it at least once or twice a year. Not surprising, look how tall it is, and it is made from copper. So yes, once or twice a year, the Statue of Liberty is hit by lightning. Ah! Is it gone? And that's it, guys. Oh, the Statue of Liberty, I didn't know it was so fascinating. Once again, guys, I've only just skirted the surface of this amazing statue. I encourage you guys to do some more research of your own and check out. So make sure you join us for our next Let's See the World. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.